Hello cherubs, now we're going to have a little story time tonight because it's just so wonderful and I just love doing it with you guys. So the book that I've chosen today is a really sweet one and it's one of the ones that I really enjoy and kids always enjoy too. It's called Zog and it's by the people that wrote the Gruffalo. So if you like the Gruffalo, you're really going to like this one too. I want you to sit and relax, but at the end of it, as always, we're going to have a little task that you might be able to do. Now, if you're a teeny tiny kindergarten person or a preschool person, that's okay. You don't have to do the whole task, but I'd love you to try some of it, okay? So let's have a look. Now, the author of Zog is Julia Donaldson, and the illustrator of Zog is Axel, oh, this is a tricky one, Scheffler? I hope I said that right. I'm trying to do it as best as I can. All right, let's get started with this book. I hope you enjoy it because I really do. And it just looks so creative and wonderful. All right, sit down, take a break, and let's read a book together. If you've got a copy, again, don't forget that you can read along with us. That's a really wonderful skill to have too, okay? Madam Dragon ran a school many moons ago. She taught young dragons all the things that dragons need to know. Zog, the biggest dragon, was the keenest one by far. He tried his hardest every day to win a golden star. Oh, good for Zog. That's wonderful. Oh, bless him. Trying our best. It's so important. All right, let's keep going. All the dragons in year 1 were learning how to fly. Hi, said Madam Dragon, way up in the sky. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own, and you'll all be expert flyers by the time you're fully grown. Zog went off to practice, flying fast and flying free. He soared and swooped and looped the loop, then crashed into a tree. Oh, dearie me. He's trying so very hard. Now, have you recognised yet that there are some words in here that rhyme? I want you to keep listening for them. Don't forget, words that rhyme sound the same at the end. Words that rhyme sound the same at the end. Keep listening for rhyming words. Just then, a little girl came by. Oh, please don't cry, she said. Perhaps you'd like a nice sticky plaster for your head. What a good idea, said Zog. Then up and off he flew, his plaster gleaming pinkly as he zigzagged through the blue. She's very kind. She helped a monster, a dragon. A year went by, and in year 2, the dragons learned to roar. More, said Madam Dragon, louder I implore. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own, and you'll all be champion roarers by the time you're fully grown. Zog went off to practice. He roared with fearsome force. He kept it up for hours on end, but then his throat grew hoarse. Oh dear. But at least he was trying his best. It's so important to try your best. Just then the girl came by again. She said, What rotten luck! Perhaps you'd like a nice soothing peppermint to suck. What a good idea, said Zog. Then up and off he flew, and breathing fumes of peppermint, he zigzagged through the blue. Ah, she is mighty helpful. What a good chickadee. A year went by, and in year 3, the dragons learned to blow. No, said Madam Dragon, breathe out fire, not snow. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own, and you'll all be breathing bonfires by the time you're fully grown. Zog went off to practice. He blew with all his might. He twirled around in triumph, and his wingtip caught a light. Oh my goodness, he blew fire and he actually lit himself on fire. Dearie me. Just then the girl came by again. She said, "You poor old thing, perhaps you'd like a nice stretchy bandage for your wing." "What a good idea," said Zog. Then up and off he flew, his bandage flapping wildly as he zigzagged through the blue. That line keeps coming up again and again. I wonder if next time you can help me with that line. All the Year 4 dragons were learning. Can you guess? Yes, Madam Dragon, how to capture a princess. Now that you've been shown, you can practice on your own. You'll need to capture hundreds by the time you're fully grown. Oh my goodness. They've got to capture princesses. Woof! Zog went off to practice. He tried and tried and tried, but he simply couldn't manage. "I'm no good at this," he cried. "I'll never win a golden star." Just then he saw the girl. "Perhaps," she said, "you'd like to capture me. I'm Princess Pearl." "What a good idea," said Zog. Then up and off they flew, the princess gripping tightly as they zigzagged through the blue. Oh dear, that looks a little bit sad, doesn't it? He looks very sad. He doesn't want to get hurt. Oh, and Princess Pearl, she's just divine. I like Princess Pearl. I like a lot of princesses though. "Ah," said Madam Dragon, "our first princess so far. Congratulations, Zog, my dear. You've won a golden star." Zog was proud and happy, and Pearl felt good as well. She took the dragons' temperatures and nursed them when they fell. Aww, so lovely. She's so lovely. A year went by, and in Year 5, the dragons learned to fight. "Right," said Madam Dragon. "Here comes a real live knight." Up spoke the knight. "My name," he said, "is Gadabout the Great. I've come to rescue Princess Pearl. I hope I'm not too late." Oh my goodness, does Princess Pearl really need rescuing? No. She's there because she enjoys the dragon's company, and I think she can save herself. Zog breathed fire and beat his wings. "You can't, she's mine," he roared. "Oh no, she's not," yelled Gadabout, and waved his trusty sword. The other dragons crowded round and watched them all agog. Who was going to win the fight, Sir Gadabout or Zog? Oh no. Well, they're all in a pickle now. Dearie me. Okay. Then Princess Pearl stepped forward, crying, "Stop, you silly chumps! The world's already far too full of cuts and burns and bumps. Don't rescue me, I won't go back to being a princess and prancing round the palace in a silly frilly dress. I want to be a doctor and travel here and there, listening to people's chests and giving them my care." "Ah, me too," exclaimed the knight, and took his helmet off his head. "I'd rather wear a nice twisty stethoscope," he said. "Perhaps, Princess, you'll train me up," and Pearl replied. "Of course, but I don't see how the two of us could fit upon your horse." Then Zog said, "Flying doctors, I'd love to join the crew. If you'll let me be your ambulance, then I can carry you." "Bravo," said Madam Dragon. "An excellent career." And all Year 5 dragons gave a loud, resounding cheer. Then Madam Dragon told the horse, "I really hope you'll stay. I'll let you be my pupil's pet and feed you lots of hay." Aww, so they're all lovely and kind. Wonderful. This story makes me so happy on the insides. What a good idea, said Zog. Then up and off he flew, the flying doctors waving as they zigzagged through the blue. Cool. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Oh, good on them. And that's the end of the story. Wasn't that a good one? I really enjoy this story because of the rhyming words. Now your task this afternoon is that you're going to, of course, be brave and be kind. But I want you to start thinking of some of the rhyming words that were in that book and start thinking of other words that you can rhyme with them. So, for example, in that book, and you might have to go back and have a look at the pages, so you might have to rewind this video a little bit. So you might think of words that rhyme with night. Who can think of a word that rhymes with night? Now don't forget, rhyming words are words that sound the same at the end. Say it with me. Rhyming words are words that sound the same at the end. They sound the same at the end. Good job. All right, so who can think of a word that rhymes with night? Night. Right. Flight. Kite. Sight. Fight. One more. Does anyone else have another one? I've got one. Tight. So, I want you to go through and have a think about rhyming words that are in this book. Then I want you to think of some other words, and I want you to write down as many rhyming words as you can. So you might think of at, cat. They rhyme. You can write those two together. You might think of bat, hat. They rhyme. You can write those two together. Big kids, you need to get much, much trickier than bat and cat. I want you to think of much longer words that can rhyme. But don't forget, rhyming words sound the same at the end. Well, I hope you had a lovely time listening to that story. And if you're super teeny tiny and you're still learning to write, that's okay. We're all doing that. We're always all learning, which is wonderful. You can just draw a picture of a dragon, and you might draw that dragon breathing fire. Or you might draw that dragon, or you could paint it. You might paint that dragon flying, zigzagging through the blue. You might draw that dragon rescuing a princess, even though she can rescue herself. Or you might draw that dragon, getting a bandage on because you got a bit sore. It's up to you. You can choose, but have a really good try of drawing that dragon. Everyone else that's getting really good at writing, I want you to think of rhyming words and start writing them down. And then get really good at practicing. Rhyming words are so important. It's so good to be able to hear that words sound the same at the end. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for coming along and having a watch. I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow, and there'll be some more videos. Keep being brave, keep being kind, and keep being wonderful. Bye.